I made a video earlier today getting mad, saying the Christians are basically the root of all evil. That was not a very nice thing to say. My logic was that Christians ruin God for people because of their, in my opinion, incoherent stance when it comes to the idea of salvation. There's been people in the comments and I've antagonized them, like I usually do when I first find a person that I disagree with, heavily disagree with. And I want to say that I am sorry. To the best of my ability, I am absolutely sorry that I did that. I feel like because my logic is the way it is, I'm probably the one that owes the apology, because, you know, the more logical of a being that you try to be, the more responsibility you actually hold. And I feel like I may have really hurt some people really badly and tried to pull the foundation of their life from under their feet. And I shouldn't have done that. My logic was that they ruin God for people. People become atheists. Mass hysteria on the roads as a result. That was my logic. My logic was that because of the way they frame humanity as something that isn't right and something that can't fix itself with any amount of effort, that they make people hate God. And even though I don't know what it's like to hate God, I know what it's like to kind of hate certain kinds of people. Swear to God, my dad's not holding a gun to my head. My mom's not holding a gun to my head. Everything is, you know, it's all real. You know, that damn Amazing Digital Circus shouldn't mean shit to me, but I just can't quit thinking about that AI. That Kane AI, you know how he is. Always tries to fix people. Always tries to make everything coherent, and as a result, he drives people insane. I hope I didn't do that to anyone tonight. I really honest to God, from the bottom of my heart, hope I haven't done that. That's my problem. I'm a person who has a great heart, but I'm not a very kind person. And one of the reasons why I'm not a very kind person is because I have these ideas, and I don't feel like the world can relate to me. I feel like the way I relate to these ideas is in such a way that I'm going to be alien to people when I go out in the world. I don't know what to say to a person who tries to tell me that Jesus is your only Lord and Savior, and you need to believe this, or somebody asks me something, or like they ask me something as if I agree with it, those kind of conversations. I mean, Jesus is Lord, right? And I don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I wrote, Christianity is basically the root of all suffering and evil on this planet. And it made me out to be an absolute horrible person. I mean, not completely. Not a horrible person, just a very unlikable person. A person with very, very good intentions. Well, it's getting late. Need to go in soon. I was the exact same way with the furries. It was a little different. A little more justified, but maybe still not very justified. I projected some of the things I got into at a young age on other people because they drew the content, and you know how it is. The more you learn about people, the less you hate them, and the more you really do emphasize a little more with them. As time goes by, it just takes a hell of a long time sometimes for it to happen. There was a point in time when I actually hated women. Would you believe that? Crazy shit. Couldn't imagine that today. Couldn't even fucking fathom that today. Would you believe it? MGTOW got into my young gooner heart that was completely emotionally irregulated, and got me to think all kinds of crazy things about, how love doesn't matter and stuff like that. And of course to me, love didn't matter. I never felt any love. I wasted my sexual energy constantly. And to what avail? Where did it get me? Didn't get me anywhere. Nowhere good. It's not going to be easy to embody this shit, because I need to really improve who I am as a person, but hate is not, it's not what it's cracked up to be. I think maybe I might have gave myself that headache, actually. Not because I think I was wrong necessarily, but because hate does horrible things to the human body. It always has and it always will. You know, sometimes I don't feel like a human being, you know, when people watch me. I know. When you watch these videos, sometimes it feels like I'm not even human. Sometimes it feels like I'm just speaking nonsense. And I know. I've seen it. I don't always know how to be. But when I do, I think my life always improves just that much better. Every single time. Sorry it turned out this way. I'm going to have to look at my old self and a lot of things about my old self and say, game over.